guys, today I'm going to be doing a review for you guys for the Borghese Professional Select Brush Set from Costco. At least that's where Delapo got them. I'm sure they have their own brush set online or something. I'm not entirely sure of the price because I did not purchase these myself because I had won a contest in which I won these brushes. And I promised Delapo I would do a review. If you don't know who she is, it's her YouTube username is Songbird Diva for Life. You really should check her out. She has a great channel. So yeah, I'm just gonna get started here because we have a lot of brushes to go over. So with the Borghese set comes this really nifty little brush holder, and it holds all of the brushes that come in the set just perfectly, and it has a nice little cover. And I like that the cover has this like waterproof material so that if your brushes are still a little wet from you washing them or something, when you go like this, it's not going to damage this anything. And it magnetically folds back up, and you have this nifty little case for all your brushes. And of course you can use it for other brushes if you don't want to bring all these brushes with you somewhere. This still will work fine. It's very soft, so it won't protect it if something very heavy falls on it when you're traveling or something, and it were to make it to break in half. It wouldn't protect it from that, but it will definitely protect the bristles from being frayed and all of that. I don't know if anyone's interested, but this is what the box looks like. A lot of people are packaging people and they like to see. So the box looks very nice. You can see all the brushes. And so yeah. So first thing I'm going to talk about is the powder kabuki brush. Now I'm very glad that this brush collection came with a kabuki brush because I don't have one, because ones from other companies are just very expensive, so I've just never come around to buying one. So I was really pleased to see that this was a part of the collection, and it's pretty soft. It's not the softest of kabuki brushes, but it's pretty soft. It definitely gets the job done. I'd say if you're using this for powder over your liquid foundation, I would kind of do this motion rather than swirling it, because you may move the foundation underneath because this brush is so dense. Alright, moving on to the 101 angled contour brush. Now this brush is great. I mean, everyone needs a brush like this. Everyone. My only complaint with this brush is it's very big. I'll show you my other one. This is from Crown. This is like your normal size one. So as you can see, sorry it's a little dirty, but as you can see, this is much bigger. So you have a little less control with it. If you're one of those person that has giant cheekbones, and you can, I mean, it works fine for blush, but for contour it might be a little too big. It might look a little funny. But overall, still a great brush. I'm so glad that they had this brush in the collection because it's really an essential for anyone's makeup kit. Alrighty, so moving on to the Duo Fiber Blending Brush. Now, I was very disappointed with this one. I'm sure I would have liked it a lot more, but the way it was packaged, the bristles on it are just completely bent. I've used it, and it still works fine for blush. I've tried cleaning it and putting it in wrapping it in a paper towel to kind of reshape the bristles. Just nothing really seems to work, and I'm kind of bummed because if you can see that, it's not really an ideal shape for anybody. So I'm sure that if there wasn't an issue with that, this would be a great brush. So just watch out for the packaging, I guess. Next one is the 104 round foundation brush. This brush is so unique. I mean, I think Louise Young has a brush like this. It's a little bigger, but I love this brush so much. It's kind of like the size in between a foundation brush and a concealer brush, but it's definitely great for, you know, getting it right in here. I like to use it usually to stipple it in. I can stipple in because it's the shape of it. You can stipple it right on this edge right here, and then you can kind of blend it in later. It's a great brush, and I've actually made it now in addition to my makeup kit, and I use it on a lot of my clients, and it's great. It's absolutely great. Alright, next we have the 105 concealer brush. This is a great concealer brush. It is very dense. It's a very dense and thick concealer brush. You can compare it to, say, here's my Sigma one. Do you see the thickness? It's way thicker. And I really like that. It's a great concealer brush. Perfect for blemishes, under the eyes, literally anything. It's great. Alright, moving on to the 200 Eye Powder Fluff Brush. This brush is good. It's hard to find a use for it though. You will notice I have actually quite a bit of lid space between my eye and my brow, a lot more than most people anyway. And you will see that this takes up like my entire, it's hard to use this brush unless you're using someone with a huge lid space. Then maybe it's good. If you have huge lid space, then this may be the perfect kit for you because all these brushes are a little like bigger than most brushes. So I'll show you like, this is my crown version, but it's the same thing. It's similar to the MAC 224 brush. So you can definitely see a size difference there. This one is much softer and smaller, and this one's much denser, a little tougher, and way bigger. So it takes a little getting used to, but you definitely can use these brushes. It's a little more difficult to find an exact use for any of these brushes. That's just what I'm going to say. So next on the list here we have the 201 eyeshadow brush. Again, the brush is very large. This is definitely a good go-to brush if you're just trying to like fill in everything really fast. Because it's so big, it can apply much color very quickly, but it could also have a downside if you're just trying to do a very intricate eyeshadow design on your eye. This can really get in the way of that because you don't have much control. So if you're looking for a brush to really quickly put eyeshadow on, this is the one for you. Otherwise, you might want to reconsider. Okay, next we have the 202 Angled Eye Contour Brush. Now this is a cool brush. It's also, like I said, it's like the rest of them, very big. This is more like artsy. If you're ever trying to do like a very, very deep contour right along here, this brush is perfect because of the angle it has. You can get really sharp lines right in there. You could definitely still use it for your eye. I find that it's a little too big. I mean, like I said, if you have a lot of lid space, this is the brush for you. Alright, so the final brush in the collection is the number 203. It's the domed smudge brush. Now this is kind of supposed to be a pencil brush. Now I'll show you my MAC 219 pencil brush and you can compare the size difference. It's way bigger. Again, this is crippling me in, if I'm trying to do a very low smoky eye that like is very smoky and smoked out, then this is a good brush. But for my everyday use, I really don't have a use for this brush at all. Like, I really don't have a use for this. So, those are all of the brushes, and I thought I would at least include, I have a couple of the old Borghese brush set from Costco, and I do think I like that one a little better. Besides a few of, like, this brush is this very unique brush, this is, like, amazing. But in the old kit, I think overall I liked some of the brushes a little more, and I'm sure if you had, I'll just show you a few. Here was the, I don't know, this is, I guess, just a powder brush. It is so soft, guys. Same with their little blush brush, very soft. These brushes, if you have them, these brushes are not nearly as soft as the old ones. I will just give you that. They're not as soft. I'm not saying they're uncomfortable to use or anything. I'm just saying they're not as soft, so don't expect the same degree of softness from the first set, or at least the one I got a few years back. So yeah, I think that covered everything. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. I thank you so much for staying tuned, and I hope you will add me on Facebook and Twitter and my blog, which I post all the time. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.